Welcome back, treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the mysterious world of the 1969 rare USA one-dime coin. A tiny coin that could secretly be worth thousands or even millions. From hidden silver dimes to shocking minting errors, these small coins carry massive fortunes you won't believe. So stay tuned, because your next dime could change your life forever. Let's get started. The 1969 dime belongs to the famous Roosevelt dime series, a design introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt. By 1969, America was in the heart of the space age, and coins were shifting from silver to copper-nickel. But among the billions minted, only a few special dimes from that year stand apart. Coins with minting mistakes, rare metal compositions, and stunning historical details that make collectors go wild. Most 1969 dimes are made of a copper core with a nickel outer layer, weighing just 2.27 grams. But a handful of dimes from that year were accidentally struck on leftover silver planchets, blanks that should have been used for earlier 90% silver coins. These rare errors slipped into circulation unnoticed, and now, decades later, they're worth a small fortune. Imagine holding a dime that looks normal, but instead of being worth 10 cents, it could fetch thousands at auction. The true charm of the 1969 dime isn't just its rarity, it's the mystery behind it. Some dimes were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, others at Denver, and a few at San Francisco. The San Francisco S dimes, especially those with proof finishes, are among the most stunning pieces ever made. A flawless 1969 proof dime, perfectly preserved, can sparkle like liquid silver under the light, and collectors pay handsomely for that perfection. One of the most sought-after varieties is the 1969 proof dime with a deep cameo finish. These coins weren't meant for spending. They were created for collectors, showcasing mirrored fields and frosted designs. When such coins survive untouched, sealed in their original mint packaging, their value skyrockets. In some cases, they have fetched over $5,000 depending on their grade, toning, and condition. But the biggest prizes are the era dimes, the magical mistakes that turn ordinary coins into million-dollar mysteries. Some 1969 dimes show dramatic off-center strikes, double dies, or even no mint marks when there should be one. A double die obverse means the coin's front design was accidentally stamped twice at a slightly different angle, creating a shadow-like doubling effect on the words "Liberty" or "In God We Trust." Such details, barely noticeable to the untrained eye, can mean the difference between a few cents and a life-changing payday. The most legendary error, however, is the 1969 dime struck on a silver planchette, a genuine rarity that has become the dream of every U.S. coin hunter. When these coins surface, they cause shockwaves in the collector community. A single verified specimen in pristine condition could bring in tens of thousands of dollars, depending on the market and the intensity of the bidding war. Collectors also chase full bands dimes, those with sharply defined lines across the torch on the coin's reverse. These bands represent a perfect strike, where every detail of the torch, olive branch, and oak branch is crisp. A 1969D dime with full torch bands can command a premium many times higher than an ordinary strike, simply because perfection in coinage is so rare. Condition, as always, plays a massive role. A 1969 dime found in circulation will rarely grade higher than fine, or very fine, worth perhaps a few dollars. But a coin preserved in a collector's case, untouched by human hands, could receive a mint state or even proof 70 grade from professional grading services. Such perfect coins are like jewels, and investors treat them as such, often paying thousands for a single piece. The market for rare dimes is hotter than ever. In recent years, auctions have seen bidding wars break out for these small treasures. A single rare 1969 proof dime has crossed the $10,000 mark. While unique errors have fetched sums that could buy a brand new car, it's proof that history, rarity, and beauty can come together in something as tiny as a dime. What makes this story so thrilling is that these coins are still out there, hiding in old jars, dusty coin albums, and forgotten drawers. Every time someone finds a 1969 dime, there's a spark of hope. Could this be one of the rare ones? It's like modern-day treasure hunting, except the map is your pocket change, and the prize could be a lifetime's fortune. Coin experts recommend checking every 1969 dime carefully. Look for silver shine, unusual weight, missing mint marks, or doubled letters. These small clues could reveal that you're holding something extraordinary. Even a coin with minor minting flaws could be worth hundreds if authenticated and graded properly. The beauty of the 1969 dime lies not just in its potential value, but in the story it carries, a story of craftsmanship, chance, and American history. These coins were born during a time of change, minted in a nation exploring the moon and redefining its currency. Owning one is like holding a frozen piece of that remarkable past. So, before you spend your dimes or toss them aside, take a closer look. That tiny coin might just be a forgotten masterpiece, waiting to be rediscovered. The 1969 Liberty dime proves that sometimes the smallest treasures can carry the biggest fortunes. Who knows, the next time you hear the soft jingle of change in your pocket, it might be the sound of your future wealth whispering back at you. Now turn the second coin, the USA 1 dime coin. Hidden inside your pocket change could be a tiny silver-colored treasure that's worth far more than 10 cents. The 1988 USA 1 dime, often ignored, often spent without a thought, has become one of the most surprising discoveries for collectors and fortune seekers. Some of these small Roosevelt dimes have fetched eye-popping prices at auctions, and a few rare errors from that year are believed to be worth thousands, even millions. Today, the dime has always been one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. Bearing the face of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, this coin symbolizes leadership, hope, and resilience. But in 1988, something unexpected happened during the minting process. Small variations, minting errors, and design shifts created a handful of dimes that would later be considered numismatic gold. These special pieces turned what was once pocket change into collectors' dreams. Most 1988 Roosevelt dimes were made of a copper-nickel composition, giving them their familiar silver tone. They were produced in massive numbers at 3 different U.S. mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark for proof coins. Yet, among these millions, a few dimes slipped through the cracks with unique flaws, and that's where the true magic began. One of the most valuable versions is the 1988 Roosevelt dime with a double die obverse. Under magnification, the letters in Liberty, "In God We Trust," and even Roosevelt's profile appears slightly doubled. To an untrained eye, it looks normal, but to a collector, this doubling transforms an ordinary dime into a rare masterpiece that can command thousands of dollars at auction. Another incredible find from that year is the off-center strike dime. During minting, the blank coin planchette sometimes shifted out of place, causing the design to be stamped off-center. These era coins are instantly recognizable. Part of Roosevelt's face, or the 1988 date, might be cut off. Depending on how dramatic the misalignment is, such dimes can sell from hundreds to several thousand dollars to era coin enthusiasts. Then, there are the 1988 proof dimes made at the San Francisco Mint. These coins were never meant for circulation. They were struck with polished dies and mirror-like surfaces sold to collectors in special sets. While most proof dimes remain common, a few with minting anomalies, such as missing mint marks or frosted cameo contrasts, are extremely desirable. Some of these rare proof variations have traded hands for astonishing sums. The missing mint mark error from 1988 is another holy grail. Imagine finding a 1988 dime with no D or S where it's supposed to be. This small absence turns a simple coin into a highly sought-after rarity. A missing mint mark means that a mint worker used the wrong die or forgot to mark it before striking, and that slip-up can be worth thousands. Collectors also cherish coins in perfect condition, graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. A flawless 1988 dime with sharp details, full torch lines, and no scratches can reach jaw-dropping prices, especially when combined with a rare mint mark or error. The higher the grade, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. But the true charm of the 1988 dime isn't just in its physical rarity. It's in the story it tells. Each one carries the legacy of Roosevelt's leadership. During the Great Depression and World War II, it's a coin that was meant to symbolize recovery and progress. Yet decades later, it's also become a symbol of hidden wealth and unexpected fortune. What makes these dimes so captivating is that anyone could own one without realizing it. They still circulate today in loose change, old drawers, or forgotten coin jars. You might hold one right now, a dime that has traveled across years, hands, and stories, quietly waiting to reveal its secret value. That's the thrill of coin hunting, turning the ordinary into the extraordinary. Over the years, collectors have uncovered rare 1988 dimes at garage sales, in old coin rolls from banks, and even inside family piggy banks. Imagine buying a roll of dimes for $5 and discovering one coin worth $10,000 or more. These true stories fuel the excitement of treasure hunters and keep the passion for numismatics alive. Auction houses and online coin markets have seen some 1988 Roosevelt dimes reach staggering prices. A pristine or era-marked example can sell for enough to pay off debts, buy a car, or even put a down payment on a home. It's a perfect reminder that small things, even a 10-cent coin, can hold immense value if you know what to look for. If you own any 1988 dimes, take a moment to look closely. Check for doubling on the lettering, off-center designs, or missing. Hold it under bright light and magnification. You might just discover a rare treasure hiding in plain sight. Never underestimate your old coins. History has a strange way of rewarding those who pay attention. So, the next time you see a dime glimmering under your couch or resting in your wallet, don't spend it right away. It could be a piece of forgotten American history, a coin that carries not only Roosevelt's legacy, but also the potential to change your life forever. Sometimes, the smallest coin in your hand could hold the biggest fortune in your future.